So extra work is back and it's now on Jammin Salmon Junction. With the weapon pool of Rapid Blaster, Hydra Splatling, Machine, and Splattershot Jr. And the specials will be listed right here. In my opinion, the most difficult weapons this time around is the Rapid Blaster and the Hydra Splatling, as they have limited mobility. The Splattershot Jr. should be playing support by painting up the floor and getting a lot of eggs. The Machine should also try to help out by getting eggs and killing some bosses. So this is just a general guide of what my team did, and you can always add your own touches to the strategy if you want. I would always recommend playing with friends or teammates that you know, and like always, I'll be linking a SalmonRun Discord server down in the description below to find teammates. But that's about it, let's get started. So very quickly, I'd like to give a shout out to my teammates Kerfuzzle, Squiffer, and Tim Tams for helping me make this video. So for wave 1, like always, you just want to get 21 eggs, shouldn't be that hard. So wave 2 is Goldie Seekings. So the way we learned the pattern is by just playing a game and then we just memorize it, and then the next game we pretty much had it all down, so you could do the same. So I'm not really going to call out the Goldie spawns here, I'm just going to call out what we did. So for this first Goldie here, we want to make sure the Hydra holds its charge until the Goldie gets close to the basket, so then it can burst the Goldie down right next to the basket where all the eggs will be. So the second Goldie here has a very short path, but you want to make sure the Hydra is ready to fully kill it because you want it to drop all its eggs here. And make sure at least 3 out of 4 people are shooting the Goldie. We let the Rapid Blaster actually just throw the eggs back because it had the least amount of DPS out of the 4 weapons, so the Machine, Junior, and the Hydra were all shooting the Goldies. So the next 2 spawns after the third spawn will be down on the bottom left on the same geyser twice in a row, so make sure that as soon as the Goldie dies, someone is prepared to throw a bomb to open up the geyser as fast as possible. And again, make sure the Hydra is holding its charge until the Goldie is close enough to where the golden eggs are in a good spot. And make sure no snatcher takes off with too many eggs, as a lot of eggs will likely pile up on this right side here, so make sure you're always killing the snatchers. As you can see, while the Goldie is coming up to the basket, we are collecting eggs, but when the Goldie does come close to the basket, we all focus on killing the Goldie. So the last Goldie will spawn on the left of the basket, and our Hydra used a splashdown here just for an ink tank refill and to clear some lessers so we can get more eggs. The splashdown isn't that very great of a special in SalmonRun, so it could just be used wherever. And that last Goldie doesn't need to be fully killed. If time is running low, just make everyone start collecting eggs as fast as they can. We got 92 that wave. Our best try was 96 eggs on that wave, but try to aim for around 80. So now wave 3 is low tide, and you can just see us painting up the map because at the start we want to lure 2 bosses, a Scrapper and a Steelhead. Just try to ignore the Stinger for now and try to survive it because we want to be able to lure the bosses, but if we go and kill the Stinger now, we won't be able to lure, so just ignore it for now. After the lured bosses are killed, you can go ahead and kill the Flyfish and the Stinger that has spawned. But then make sure to move back fast as you want to lure the 2 Drizzlers that spawn as well. Even if you only lure 1 Drizzler like we did here, that's good enough. So a quick tip for people playing Machine like me here, I don't know if you saw, but I'm hitting above the Salmonids when there's a lot of them because I want to splash damage them, but if I hit them one at a time, I won't be able to splash damage them because the shot will disappear. So when there's a lot of enemies, try to hit them with the side of the machine shot. Here the Hydra mainly focused the right side by himself, while the rest of us just focused on the left side as there's more stuff coming from the left side than the right. So we just use specials wherever we saw fit here, but try not to use any killer whales as they'll become important on wave 5. And also make sure to watch the snatchers dipping from the left side as they can get away with a lot of eggs. At about 15 seconds, the last boss will come from the right side, which then the Hydra should mainly focus on the left side, and everyone should focus eggs. So we most commonly got 1.5 quota here, and your aim should be around 40 to 45 eggs. So wave 4 is low tide once again, but now it's Kohawk Rush. We put the Hydra Spotling in the left cannon, and the Rapid Blaster on the right cannon. No one should really permanently be in the middle cannon, as you can lure bosses that you don't want to lure there. Make sure that the cannons aren't always shooting the Kohawks at the shore, because you might accidentally collateral damage the bosses, and you don't want to hit the bosses at the shore. You want to make sure that all the lureable bosses come up to the basket. Some salmon lids spawn on the right side. When they do spawn, the person in the right cannon should get out of their cannon and move a little bit back, just so the salmon lid is in a better spot for them to kill. So you're basically luring the salmon lids, but if that fails, one of the juniors or the machines can go help kill the salmon lid. As you see here, we perfectly lured the salmon lids, so now they are closer to the basket, and they don't block the cannon shots. If the person in the cannon can, try to kill the fish sticks before they land, so that the platform doesn't get permanently put there and blocks their vision, but if they don't, that's perfectly fine. Hopefully the mods on this round don't get attracted to the people in the cannon, but if they do, try to call them out, because the people in the cannon might not be able to see the mods and they might die to it. During the last couple seconds here, we had the people in the cannon help out with the eggs, as not many bosses spawn towards the end, and they could be dealt with easily by the middle cannon. A majority of the eggs will end up on the left side again, like in wave 3, so make sure everyone comes down to the left side and throws the eggs in the basket. You mostly got 1.5 quota here, and you should aim for around 50 to 55 eggs. So for the last wave here, which is normal tide, getting 240% hazard level is perfectly fine, as big shots won't spawn until the very end when you don't need to deal with them. If you have anything above 240%, I'm pretty sure big shots spawn and need to be dealt with immediately. So for the first boss here, it's a Drizzler. You want to make sure you guys are standing back to be able to lure it onto this platform right here. And now 2 sets of flyfish and a stinger will spawn on this right side and on the left side on the other side of the map as well. So what we did was we paired up into 2s, the machine going with the Hydra on the right side and the blaster and the junior going to the left side, and each killing the flyfish and the stinger together. Then after trying to salvage some eggs, we all come back to the basket. And now many flyfish will consecutively spawn, which then the Rapid Blaster can use your killer whales to kill the flyfish. And if you have any other specials remaining, just use them wherever you want or whenever things get too messy. If too many things start building on this left side choke here, everyone should just move to the right side so that the choke can clear up and you guys can kill the bosses more easily. As you can see, everything is building up around the basket, which then we are able to easily put the eggs into the basket. We got 51 here, but try to get around 40 to 45. So that is the end of the run of Jammin Junction. And in the end, we ended up with the high score of 268, which is probably way over the threshold for top 5%. And I'd say around this time, top 5% will be around 230 to 240, as this is a very easy map. If this video was helpful, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.